Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Star Wars The Vintage Collection from the Mandalorian series, the Nevarro Cantina playset. With this playset, you also get a figure that's included, this Imperial Death Trooper. It's labeled as the Nevarro version. There's been different versions of the Death Trooper, different card. So this is just labeled as Nevarro because I guess it's included in this set. So there's the packaging. It's a relatively smaller box than I expected. A lot going on the packaging. You can see the display all set up, and then down on the left corner of the bottom of the box, it shows you another display with the Kenner logo, choking hazards. These are not for children under the age of 3. A bunch of same stuff, pretty much reiterated throughout the packaging. So if you're wondering, this is the back of the box. It's pretty much the same thing. Here we have the side of the box, same information, same photograph. The other side of the box is a bunch of stuff no one really cares about. Same information, basically. The other side of the box, same information. A couple little different photographs, maybe up close. It's not too bad. And here on this side, we have a couple more setup photographs of product images with some of the army building of the Death Trooper, I should say, and Mando there. It's nice photographs. Alright, and we took over the packaging. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. So this is what it looks like inside. That's just how it's packaged. I don't know if you guys have heard recently, Hasbro's is doing away with plastic, as you can see here, with the tissue paper and the brown paper and just stuff thrown in a box anymore. But the good news is they heard that the vintage collection bubbles are actually safe. So for all you card collectors out there, don't worry about losing your collectability of the vintage collection carded figures, at least. So that's some good news. So let's see what else we got in here. We have the bar. We'll take a look at here shortly. Some of this stuff, paperwork. And we'll go through all this just to show you. And we'll go ahead and get this stuff out of here. It's like we have, more importantly, I guess I'm trying to get across here is how you're carded. For you guys are carded collectors, on how all this is packaged and how safely, and if you can get a bent card or whatever. We'll take a look at the card here in a second, but I'll give you an idea of how that card is packaged if that's something that concerns you. So let's start off by taking a look at the figure first. Here's the card. Basically the same thing. The choking hazard, the age recommendation at the top. The Star Wars Mandalorian nameplate at the top. We have the Imperial Death Trooper Nevarro name peel done in green. Here's the image of the artwork. There's the figure in the clamshell. Kenner logo at the bottom. Pretty much what you're used to seeing on your vintage card backs. This is VC220. And there's the cross sell, the vintage logo, and a bunch of ugly stuff on the bottom here. Disney Hasbro logo. So if you're wondering, it's on a pretty thin, crappy card. Super thin, paper thin. Not very collectible. Got all this stuff on the back, obviously. So it just doesn't matter to me. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And we're going to take a look at the figure. I'll go ahead and give him my clamshell, and we'll take a look at him. Okay, the clamshell contents has this paper. It's the same thing on the back of the card. I'll just show you too, because just to be thorough. This is what to expect when you get yours. This is garbage. The figure is pretty nice looking. It's very glossy. As you can see, it's really catching in the light. It's pretty decent. Let's see if I can get a close-up of the figure for you guys. He's a very high gloss black. He has like, I want to say it's like clear eyes almost. If you can see that or not. The lenses in his eyes on his helmet. He has that side piece on his helmet. He has a little bit of green here below his chin. This is definitely, it's just basically a black figure. It's not a whole lot to look at. There's not a whole lot of paint, but a little bit right there in the green. Those eyes are kind of clear. Nothing here. Nothing all over the back. We have a little bit of silver here on his belt. A little bit of silver there. Nothing much there. That's about it. There is really no paint on this character at all. So I'll give you guys a 3D look at this figure. It's basically the Death Trooper armor that we've seen before, but with a high gloss black. If you can see, there's eye sockets are not green there. The back of it, from what I can tell, it's not really picking up very well on camera. Hopefully it's coming through in our final cut. But yeah, it's about, that is your Death Trooper. He's actually pretty nice looking, nice clean, glossy, like he's brand new trooper right out the factory. So for the articulation, you can look down. Not too much up, back to stationary. 360 rotation, a little side to side. 60 rotation on the arms. Soft ratcheting on the arms. Go up about that much. Then we have bendable elbows. Get you this one's about 90 degrees. So this hand looks like it has the up and down joints on this one. And then this one, yeah, this one has the in and out. So that's good. And then obviously they have the 360 rotation on both hands. There's a swivel here on lower chest, little side to side, not too much back and forth. I think at the waist, thigh rotation. For splits, might have that old style, which I don't like, joint in there. I can't really tell, it's so glossy. Let me take a closer look at it. Okay, yeah, so he does have those joints here that you kind of have to like spin around depending where you want the legs to go. Like so. And then you got to get in there and try to spin this like around the joint around the front, and then twist the thigh. But then you have these little pouches in the way for him to do any front articulation. So we're just going to leave that. And he's kind of stiff, so I don't want to break him. So I have to heat him up. So just be aware that the joint in the hips are just that. You got to spin this around if you want to be in the front or on the sides. Basically, he has his 90-degree bend at the knee. The feet, stiff, very stiff. No, can't do it. 360 rotation. Looks like there's a joint there, but it's very stiff. I'm not going to break the figure. So be aware, you may have to do some heating. It's probably because of the gloss paint, more likely. So, but he stands very nicely. So it comes in 2 accessories. It comes with this weapon here. They are like a flat gray. Very cool. And then he has this pistol. So take a look and see how he holds it. He can hold it pretty decently, no problems. Let's see here. I kind of like the black troopers because like I'm tired of my stormtroopers in the past. My older ones, they turn yellow because of that, you know, chemical they put in toys. We should find a way to stop doing that. It's relatively irritating when you have yellow stormtroopers. You can hold it with 2 hands, not too bad. And if you want, you can hold the pistol even with both hands. Not too bad. Here he is with the pistol out. Unfortunately, there's no place to put the pistol, like in this belt or anything. But at least you get 2 weapons. Alright, so here's the main piece of the Cantina. This looks to be the battle damaged version here. I thought there was like a trade out or something. You can get like a window. Let's see here. So this is all a stiff plastic. All these like wires up here. There, I can move some of them. Stone, and this looks to be cardboard inside. That's kind of archway. It's not as well, it's not as harsh plastic I would expect. So here's the back of it. I'm not sure what's going on with the window yet. I did see a display on Hasbro did. I guess we turn these things somehow. Right here. Okay, go upward. And then this piece of cardboard comes out. Well, at least it's a relatively thick piece of cardstock. And then you get the white and the battle damage. Oh, I see. You just flip it over, I guess. So you have the part here. So you do that side, or you can turn it over. And we've already took a look at the damaged side, so let's see if I can get this little piece to come down just for a second to hold down on one side. And that's how that's supposed to look right there. Obviously, you don't even get a window. It's a imagine that you have a window there. Kind of cheaply made, you know, in my opinion, for that part. Now, if you guys can see, I have the Death Trooper in the back there. You can see, like, obviously that was a photographic trickery on the packaging, where their height is right to the window, and as you can see, you can basically see the chest down to about the waist of the figure, and he's actually pretty much standing a good distance back. I mean, even come all the way up here, he's still not where he should be, like, you know, here. I mean, to get that product image like on box, so it's kind of misleading there. Okay, so we get this piece in toilet paper. So you get like a half of an arch, a couple round pieces here. So it's more different. This is actually a different type of plastic than the main piece. And I guess you can stick that. Okay, I guess you can stick on either side here. So you can see on the side here, there's 3 holes. And then you can stick it here like so. Maybe. Okay. So you kind of can get that look. Or you can put it on the other side, obviously. And is there anything on the back? No, there's really no way. How does that connect like that? It just sits there? That's weird. Right here. Nope. This is the reverse male versus female type of look. Just put on here for our review purposes. Like that. So it's kind of that's interesting. And we have some more stuff wrapped in toilet paper. Haha. Looks like we have a door. So we have the same kind of connector points. We have a little doorbell access panel, I guess. And we have more cardboard. So we'll get a plastic door. So we have the option, I guess, of removing the entire door and having a straight entrance. Kind of hollow inside, not very detailed on the other side. This is kind of loose. Flopping that around. So here's the door. White on the back. They really went all out on this. You would have thought you'd pay like $50 for this or something. So this just goes back on here like so. So you have the option of a door or no door. You don't get the options of an open door or any playability at all. But that's okay because it's Hasbro, I guess. And again, we do have some here on the end. So that's a good thing. So we'll have to take this piece off. So we can... My door fell out. Put this here. without trying to stress the plastic or bend cardboard. Wow. This is actually very cheap in my opinion. So we'll leave the door off because it keeps falling off, but that's what it looks like. But that's how that fits, like that. And then I guess we can put this piece back on this side just for display purposes, right? So there you go. See, no door. Oh boy. So next up we have this bar piece, which is pretty decent. It's actually pretty long. There's some detailing there. Brown bar at the top. And we have the bottom. I was wondering if this was like actually did this on purpose, kind of like have shells under the bar, which is really cool, or is this like that waffle thing we get with Transformers? Kind of coincidence. But I do like this, so you can use these for shells. That's really awesome. And of course that goes right there. Apparently, looks pretty good. Alright, for the paperwork, you get this thing again. Just because it's included, I'll show you. More junk. You know, worry about plastic. What about the paper they're wasting? So here's the fold out. I guess it's an instruction insert. That's what it looks like. Give you an idea. On this side, shows you the gimmick. If you buy more than one, that's what it would look like. Now you get this little grocery sack here of goodies. Now this is pretty much what I'm looking forward to seeing. There's all the small accessories like the bottles and glasses and mugs. Those are usually really hard to come by on a 1/18 scale. You know, and getting a good sculpt and good looking realistic bottles and stuff. So let's go ahead and get this open and let's see what's inside. So I'm just rolling around. Alright, so to empty this out, make sure you guys check this. There's a lot of small pieces in there, just as a recommendation. Good. Okay, get 2 bar stools. You have it's like a gunmetal color. Brown seat. Brace in the bottom there. And get 2 of those. So that's a pretty cool accessory. 2 bar stools. Okay, so try not to lose any of these. It's gonna be hard to show you guys with these little cups. So you get these little clear cups like that, and you get 2 of those so far that I can see. Yeah, maybe. Yep, 2. So we'll put those back here on the bar so you guys can hopefully see them a little better. Then you get, this is what I was hoping wasn't going to happen. Here's the bottles. I mean, they look good, but they're stuck together. I want individual bottles. I mean, how you put those in your character's hands when they're all stuck together like that? That's just irritating. So here are those. You get a jug here. It's more like the neon blue at the bottom. It gets more clear at the top. Like it's not as full. Got a little ring there. Pretty decent. Then you get a bunch of these. It looks like there's let's see, there's maybe 2 different styles. So you have this one, and then you can stack them like so. For example, and it looks like you get about, let's see, 2, 4, 6. You get 8 of those. Here's another set of bottles. Again, all stuck together. You can't even have your characters to hold them. They look like broken bottles, actually. You can see that right there. Right in there, it's actually broken. So you get a set of non-broken and broken. Probably if you want to have like the battle damage screen. So then you get this orange, I don't know what they call this thing, but it's half filled, I guess. And I guess is what these are for. These things they sit in here, maybe. I gotta take a look at the box real quick and find out. But we'll do that here in a second. Then you get a yellow one. Like so. Okay, so then you get a broken one. And then you get it's a yellow, then you get a green broken one. Okay, so to clarify this, you get 5 of these ones with the little pegs on, and then you get 3 of looks to be the top pieces, no pegs. See, this kind of sits on top of there. So basically, you're supposed to take this. From what I can tell, maybe it's not too big. I don't know. And you can do this. Create yourself like a little display for that one. Let's put it here for a second. Then here is the yellow one. So basically, and then we take another one for the top. So you have the ability to kind of can customize these the way you want. So it doesn't look like once you put that one on, you can stack it too high. But you have like that option. And then you have the broken one. So let's take what we have left and put us a broken one here. So we have this bottom piece here, broke, and so I guess you can still use this same one over top of it to stack them. And then we can take this piece like this, and then I'm not sure how that's going to sit in there. Or do I need to put another one like this? Yeah, it looks like we might have to. So it looks like you're going to use 2 for every ball, I guess. You can see how that's broken, and you can stack them. And then obviously you can stack, maybe not, no, you can't stack it like that. But this is the broken set, I guess. That's how that would look. Pretty cool. I was actually looking forward to the accessories, the bottles. I'm kind of hoping those bottles were individual, but they're not, so that's really disappointing also. So trying to find a Star Wars figure that sits on a stool is going to be very difficult. That's probably why I didn't give you 2. So mostly in the Clone Troopers or the figures got these little pouches or something, and it's a pain to find one to sit. So I have Fortnite Riptide. He sits pretty nicely on a stool. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. So if you can get his figure to fit there, they are pretty well toleranced correctly to where if you have a good sitting figure, it should work out very nicely for you. So these Nevarro Cantinas, they're retail $50 to $52.99. My best advice for you is to check places like Amazon where the prices constantly change. You may get it as cheap as $35, especially if you want more than one. I don't think they're worth $50. I mean, you get a $12.99 carded vintage carded Death Trooper, and then the rest of it you can just do the math on. Accessories are kind of cool. A little disappointing. Little cups. Going to be hard to get to hold in some of the figures' hands because they're more gun-oriented design. Some I don't like. My cons, the price is it's not worth $50. Cardboard is, I hate cardboard. It should be just a straight piece of plastic. I'm disappointed with the bottles. The accessories are cool. Those bottles are individual. The stools are cool. The bar is cool. two different types of plastic going on here. Probably actually three different types of plastic, if you include the back wall and then the rest of it, and then the figure plastic. So the figure is cool. It's kind of glossy. You need to heat the joints. Other than that, on the Pro, I like the bar. I like most of the accessories. The bottles ain't bad for display purposes, but I wish they were, like I said, they were separated. But pretty cool little accessories. So that's just the bar and the stools and accessories. Maybe one of the cool things to keep in mind is too, like, we went so long in the past. It's Hasbro saying that playsets don't sell. Obviously, they're, a good playset will always sell, and so you look at it that way. It's relatively small, I expected, but it's a cool piece to put on your shelf. Kind of modular. If you get 2 or 3 of these, it's not very modular, but obviously you can add pieces here and there. So do I recommend it as a playset? Yes. It's not worth $50. That's my opinion, straight up. If you can get a good deal on these, like 20-25 bucks, yeah, that's well worth it. But 50, try to find it on sale. Hope you guys like this review and all the information I provided to you about the playset. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you're going to buy more than one, what do you think about the quality, the figure, the plastic, the accessories? Let me know if you have any thoughts. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Lots more great stuff coming, and we'll see you in our next review.